Well, it's the 28th of December. I'm in Cardiff city centre. Jill's spending some Christmas and birthday money, and I've just been thinking about Christmas and another different one. What an extraordinary Christmas time we've had this year and last year. Been through Christmas services and thinking about all the Christmas Bible readings that come year in and year out, and there's one in particular I've just been reflecting on, and it always brings an emotional response from me. It's not in the Gospels, it's in the Old Testament Gospels, the Gospel of Isaiah, and it's Isaiah chapter 11 and the first few verses there, and it speaks about the coming of Jesus. A shoot will come from the stump of Jesse. Jesse, the father of David. David, the golden king of Israel, but that golden era has passed. There's only a stump left. All is in ruin. But according to promise, a shoot comes from that stump of David's line. It's Jesus. And he came to live and to die and to rise again. He came to deal with our biggest problem, sin, and to remove it from us, that we might know God and get to heaven. He lived for me, he died for me, he rose again. But Isaiah, in chapter 11, focuses on the consequences of the work of Jesus in his first coming. It's a beautiful picture. Let me describe it to you now. It's familiar to you. It always produces in me an emotional response. It pictures animals. A wolf and a goat will lie down together. A leopard and a lamb will lie down in that same little group. There's 4 of them now. The leopard, the wolf, the goat, the lamb, and then they're joined by a lion and a calf, a fatty calf at that, and there they are, just lying down together and grazing together. And then amazingly, Isaiah introduces another one to the picture. It's a little child, maybe 8 or 9 years old. He comes up to this group of animals and says, "Come on, boys," like he's calling a dog, and they get up and they follow after this little child. He's leading them. What a picture of tranquility and of peace. The picture shifts, and we get now a little child, just been weaned, maybe 2-3 years old, lying by the nest of a cobra, and he puts his hand in the nest but comes to no harm. How does this happen? When you think of the world as it is now, all the mess and the turmoil, COVID, pandemics, global warming, sin, misery, wars, earthquakes, the time's coming when Isaiah says the earth will be filled with the knowledge of the glory of God as the waters cover the sea. Now, it hasn't happened yet. What Christ did in his first coming opens the doorway to all these glorious things, and one day I will be there in a place, no pain, no suffering, no death, no misery. And heaven, a picture of heaven, perfect harmony in every way. What a picture. It always produces an emotional response when I hear it, those animals together, the little child leading them. My question is, will you be there? When Christ returns, all will be established. Will you be there? Make sure you've trusted Jesus Christ and your sins have been forgiven by what he did when he came the first time. He lived for you, he died for you, he rose again. Trust him and you'll be in that place where it will be eternal bliss and harmony. We can hardly imagine it, but it will happen because God has said it, and he has done it in Jesus Christ.